creature. Weakling! Sickening rituals. Need more time.
Alright guys, I've been playing the Smith of Kitava and I am very impressed. This ascendancy is actually excellent. It's very good. It's very tanky. You're very strong. I cleaned the campaign out with like absolutely low level stuff. Like I just got to Cruel. I'm only level 42. And I was using this mace. I found this mace. This mace is incredible. It's actually really good and it's really cheap. So if you're just looking for a cheap leveling mace, this mace is nuts. Couple of ruby rings, some low level armor. Like I don't have a piece of gear on that's like over level 25 or something. I have level 33 gloves. Those are the highest level piece of gear I have. But yeah, I played through the whole normal campaign with this without any issue. It worked really well. So I would definitely recommend. This mace seems really turbo strong. So I think if you wanted to play maces to level up, as opposed to just doing things like gas arrow, stuff like that, that stuff didn't get nerfed amazingly, so you could still use that to level up, but this is a really good leveling unique once you get to Act 2, because it is just crazy strong. All attacks count as empowered attacks, which is kind of nuts. But yeah, you don't need to get fancy with leveling. Like leveling, I was just using Rage, Martial Tempo, and my Mace Strike, Earthquake with Expanse, and Fist of War. This is actually kind of important. A lot of people don't use this skill because I think it's bad. The skill's actually like really good. It's just like people don't use it because they just don't understand how it works. It's not like a damage skill. It's a crowd control skill. You just throw it down to like CC enemies, right? So anytime you're in like Trials of Chaos or like Sekmas or anything like that, it's really good in there. It's just good if you're like running away from enemies or juking around enemies, you can just like throw it down. So I don't know. That's a really good skill. This is really underrated. I don't know why people don't use this. But yeah, you set it up with Expanse and then you put Fist of War on it. Because the reason you do that, it's like every 6 seconds your Fist of War boosts your Earthquake to be ancestrally boosted, so you get more damage and more area of effect. And then Expanse adds an 8-second cooldown. So every single time your Earthquake comes off cooldown, you have Fist of War on your Earthquake. And you can't stack Earthquakes anyway, so like this is the best setup, because you get a ton of area of effect. And then if you had like one more third slot, you could put Magnified Effect on top of it if you really wanted to. But Bone Shatter, I'm literally just using Impact Shockwave. I didn't even remember to put a second thing here. I probably should have put something there. I just totally forgot. I didn't even need it. I just breezed through the campaign. It wasn't hard at all. And then Infernal Cry had Premeditation, Tireless on it. I wasn't even using this because this thing doesn't let you Warcry. So I mean, this is just if you didn't have that. I mean, I was using it for my first like 20 levels, and then I picked this thing up, and then I just stopped using Warcries, but I just left it in there. And then Perfect Strike, I was just using Window of Opportunity and Concentrate Effect. I was swapping in Martial Tempo for the bosses that move really fast, because bosses that move fast are really annoying and hard to hit. And then I just have Vitality in my Herald of Ash. And then Leap Slam, I have Inspiration, Magnified Effect, and Fire Infusion. This last one's not really that important, the Fire Infusion. Inspiration is just nice because your Leap Slam can cost a lot of mana. And Magnified Effect is just nice because like when you jump into enemies, and you want to go for that overpower right after, it's really nice because you get like a wide AoE pop, and then usually you get lots of enemies stunned. Even if like you miss a few, you still get some on the ring. I guess it just depends on like if you're having trouble stunning enemies, right? Like if you're having trouble stunning enemies, you'd want to swap in stun supports as opposed to just what I have here. So if you need more stun, just swap in extra stun, right? So I mean that's gonna work totally fine. But yeah, this is literally all I ran, and I just tore through the whole campaign. I didn't even bother to change anything around, and this worked totally fine. It worked actually great. Yeah, this ascendancy is really strong, but skill tree, I just went up here. I was just experimenting with Heat of the Forge, so let's just ignore that. I should have just grabbed these two nodes, just went like up 1, 2, 3, 4, because then you become super tanky, right? Because you get your fire resistance added to your cold and lightning resistance, so you can just get these rings. Like you get one of these rings for free in Act 1 in the Buried Shrines. Like you could just go to the fire pot in Buried Shrines and open it up, and boom, there's one of these rings in there. So you just grab a couple of these. Like that's gonna solve your resist problems pretty much forever. And then yeah, I was gonna grab this also, but yeah, like this I was just experimenting with. But yeah, this is really like you get really tanky once you get this node. That node's insane, dude. Like you pretty much become unkillable. Anyways, I just came down here. I grabbed all this melee damage. I cut across here to grab this little bit of regen and this extra strength. That's really juicy. And then this is weapon set 1, this area of effect stuff. I started moving stuff between weapon sets as I was going along, but and then this is both weapon sets. I came down here, popped up here, grabbed all the skill speed, popped down here, grabbed the burning strikes and damage against burning enemies. So like this, you gotta like pay attention to, because this isn't on your tooltips, so just don't fall for tooltips. Tooltips are like a scam for stupid people, so don't ever fall for that. But that's why I was running like my leap slam with this fire infusion, because when I jump in and I usually they'll get ignited when I land on them, right? So that's just more damage that they're gonna take if you have to like do a because you jump in, boom, some of them get ignited, plus the Herald of Ash goes off, right? And then you do like an overpower and boom, it just pops them all, right? So yeah, it's works pretty good. Then come down here and I grabbed all this. This is on weapon set 1, so just ignore that because that's only on weapon set 1. But then these other stuff's all both weapon sets. And then this is on weapon set 1 too. So the area of effect stuff I've just been taking on weapon set 1. And I came down here. This is just a jewel I found. I think I killed a scarab and got this. And then I came down here and grabbed this. So the reason I grabbed these 3 nodes is because everything is supposed to be empowered attacks with this weapon. So I grabbed all these empowered attack nodes. And then I was also thinking about coming down here and grabbing all these ones, because there's a bunch right here. So since you're empowering every attack, like those are kind of juicy, honestly. Like I don't know. These 3 nodes right here would be kind of juicy. That's 16% more damage. Like that's pretty good. And then I grabbed this on weapon set 2 for bosses. But honestly, I haven't even been using this. I've just been killing bosses with weapon set 1. So I didn't even need to use that. And then I came up here and grabbed Resolute Technique and Stun Threshold and Strength. But yeah, this is working totally fine. This is a really good leveling unique if you're just looking for a leveling unique to carry you through like the main game. Seems really strong. I might even just like get Giant's Blood and wear this one-handed and put a shield in the offhand. So I guess we'll see how that goes. I still got to tinker with this thing. But yeah, this works totally fine if you're just trying to level this character up. This is pretty strong. It's fun. You're really tanky. No problems at all. This character is going to be insane by the time I'm done with it. I have a million ideas on how to make this thing really good. But I'll post another video once I level this thing up and get the other 2 ascendancy points and have messed around with the skills a bit. And then I'll post a video to give you guys a rundown. But thanks for watching, guys. If you think this helped, you can always like it, comment below. That'll boost it in the algorithm so other people can find it if they're looking for kind of an easy leveling setup for this character. This works really well. It's pretty strong, so definitely would recommend it. I was thinking about messing around with these war cries, but you got to spend a point to get up here because there's the empowered attacks deal 30% increased damage, right? So, but you got to get this point and then buy these 2, and you can't war cry with this. So I don't know. I was kind of looking at these 2. But yeah, this is a good leveling unique. Your other option, of course, is just like run Gas Arrow and run what's it called? Radiant Grief, right? Because they didn't nerf Radiant Grief. I don't know how that thing dodge nerfs. That's insane. That thing's so broken. But yeah, maybe one day I'll do a video on that if people don't know how that works. But Radiant Grief and Gas Arrow was like disgusting for leveling through the campaign. But yeah, this works totally fine. So if you're just looking to like speed run the campaign, I just speed ran it with this and it worked really good. If you didn't have that unique hammer, you could probably just like grab these on both weapon sets, because then you're gonna get that stun build up and more damage. But with the unique hammer, I wanted to try all this stuff, and it seemed to be totally fine. I was deleting everything, so yeah, that's pretty much it. So if you got any questions, just let me know down below. I'll see when I'm done with it later.